Hey, welcome back to the channel. So, for today we are going to talk about most of the comics that I missed. If you don't follow me on Twitter or Discord, you probably didn't really know why I wasn't uploading videos. So, I'll just go ahead and let you know that I've been very busy with my life, so I probably won't get back to normal till maybe the end of March. So let's hope that is the case, and then I'll get back to uploading videos, at least a few times a week and keeping this tier list up to date. I'm also doing bare minimum when it comes to editing this video, so I'm just doing a screen record of my image and we're just talking. So starting with like Spider-Man #1, I was pretty surprised to see how low this comic sold for. My thinking was that it's two of the best Spider-Man out there, and they are in one comic with some pretty good looking covers. These guys, bound or at least bound to end up in the MCU together. And as far as the physical covers go for this one, the rare is definitely the most expensive. I do have these covers. I think they look great. And I was completely wrong as far as what I actually thought the price entry was going to be. I thought it was going to be a lot more. It wasn't, so who knows, maybe it'll pick up down the road, but as of right now it kind of flopped a little bit. So the next comic is Vote Loki. There's not a whole lot to say about this comic, but I really do enjoy the common and uncommon covers. So Xmen 282, Marvel seems to be working on keeping the MCU fresh. I believe Bishop will see a decent amount of time on the big screen, and whenever the X-Men comes out, they might use him more of a main role, just to keep it fresh, so like we've already seen all the Fox's X-Men, so they're probably going to do something a little bit different. Alright, so be on the lookout for that. Until then, I'm going to keep this comic down here, but just keep it in your, I guess you can say, your side pocket or whatever for this comic. Next on our list, we had Black Panther. So this comic seemed to have had a lot of attention because this is the only Black Panther series comic on VeVe. So I get why it had a high demand. It reminds me of the Spider-Man comics. They tend to do well on VeVe, except currently right now it seems some of the Spider-Man comics are actually being dumped on, but I do believe they will rebound because it is Spider-Man. That's about all I have really for this comic. I mean, actually, I actually have more to say about Black Panther, but I'm trying to keep this quick and fast. So let's move on to the next one. So Marvel Premiere 21. This was a low edition comic, and it's Misty Knight's first appearance. I'm not sure what the MCU is going to do with her, or what Marvel and Disney's going to do with her in the MCU. Maybe she'll have a bigger role. So as of right now, leaving it right here. The next comic we have is Fantastic Four, the annual #3. I mostly put this comic here mainly because it's a Jack Kirby and Stan Lee comic. The Wedding Day wasn't like something I really cared about, but I do like reading these old comics because to me it's kind of like has a historical value. Next we have Jungle Action #6. So Killmonger is going to be in the new Black Panther movie with a big actor playing him. I can see them making Killmonger a continuous character in the MCU. So as of right now, sits here, but there is potential it might actually rise higher. Let's just see what they do with the new Black Panther movie and his character. The latest comic that came out is Tales of Suspense 77. So similar to Fantastic Four #3 or annual #3, that I placed this mostly because of Jack, Stan, and even Jean being in this comic. So this is Peggy Carter's first full body appearance. She's unnamed. She gets named later on, but this is her first full body appearance, so it does count. We will have to wait to see how important of a role she will have in the MCU. The comic also has a familiar face that y'all might know as Mandarin, so that is pretty cool. And last but not least is, let's scroll up, here we go, is Marvel Spotlight #5. So I completely understand that Ghost Rider is not the most popular hero currently. With that said, I believe this character has so much potential to become a Class A Marvel hero. You'll have to understand that the MCU can make this character just as popular as Deadpool. We are talking about, Hellfire Skeleton with Hellfire weapons, who wears leather and rides a Hell Cycle. So, I mean, that is pretty dang cool. I have high hopes for this comic. We just need one solid movie and his popularity will skyrocket. And another thing that this comic has going for it is that it is extremely scarce as far as like the higher like 9.8s and 9.6s. So especially the 9.8s, I think there's only like 4 of them circulating. So that's the reason why it has a $320,000 price tag. I guess back then, maybe the kids that were collecting them weren't doing a good job collecting them, and a lot of them got destroyed. So this comic is really cool. As far as rest of the tier list, nothing really hasn't changed. I did add this little part where it says hold down the image and load in 4K before downloading, because I feel like sometimes people download this thing not in 4K, which is extremely hard to read because I use such small font. I mean, this font size is like a size number 3 or 4, I can't remember, but it's a pretty small font. Now, hopefully I can keep making videos, maybe at least once a week. It seems to, I think I kind of found a good time to actually make these videos. And yeah, let's just hope I can come out with them once a week. As always, thank you for watching.